Once when you turn into your mid-40s, man, it just gets a little weird. Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Corey Harrison Show. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing. That would be really cool if you did that. Or if not, just tell us what you don't like and why you don't subscribe. That'd be cool, too. So we're going to do a show about... what's the topic we're going to do about today?
Corey, you are the relationship guru, and I'm trying to show people that. So
I'm the relationship guru.
Yeah, we've done this before, and you did a pretty good job at it. So I want to redo it.
I don't know if I'm a guru, basically, and more of like just a giant baby, bro. My head is a little wild, dude. I'm kind of just messed up right now. You know, normally I give you a better intro, dude, but have you ever heard of a product called Good Head?
Wait. No, I have not. What is that? What's Good Head?
Okay, so I woke up and my throat's been killing me all day. It's and so I asked Birdie, I'm like, I'm like, my throat's killing me. You know, I do my normal basic man routine. Two Advil, two Tylenol, 4 Advil seems to work on just about anything for me.
Yeah.
She said, well, yeah, I do, but and I'm thinking it's like the chloroseptic, like throat spray, maybe the generic or something like that. No, it's something girls keep on their keychain called Good Head.
This is like something you get like at Spencer's or something in the mall.
You're super dating yourself, dude, because I don't think there is a Spencer's or a mall, quite frankly. I don't know the last time I've been to a mall either.
There's malls. I've been to the mall recently.
But, I guess it's for throats. Ladies out there, if if it hurts to where you got to have like a numbing spray for the back of your throat, maybe like...
Wait. So what happened? You had a sore throat or something? And
I thought I was thinking medicine.
Yeah.
And so Birdie tells me that she has a special spray. And I'm thinking it's like the chloroseptic throat spray.
Right.
And it literally comes off her keychain.
Okay.
And it says Good Head on it. And I'm like,
wait, but the first thing that pops in my head is like, why does she have Good Head on her keychain?
Because that's where you're supposed to keep it. It's like it's like the hand sanitizer thing, dude. And I'm like,
wow, she's going to it a lot, like that.
I know she ain't out there with anybody else using it, but I'm like, did you see where my brain? Like, I'm like. She's like, I promise it's just like the regular medicine. I'm like, no, I'll be in pain. Like, I'm not spraying this in my throat. Like, the fact that you have this, this will be a discussion that has to be had later.
Well, this is good. This is a good segue into what we're doing tonight because I did a lot.
So my first relationship thing, guys, is if you're out at a club, look for a little white keychain thing on a girl's key ring. And if it says Good Head on it, chances are
she's going to probably do that. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a waving a flag kind of thing, I guess. That's
well, that is a good segue because I am throwing some unique relationship questions at you today that I'm sure the audience is going to find really, unique, but maybe they can relate. And also I want to tell the audience, if you guys have any relationship questions that you want Corey to answer, we're going to do that live as well. Corey, that is a good segue.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's fine. As much as Corey may, I don't know how you want to grade him when he's in his own relationship. He actually gives pretty good advice to people about their relationship, and so tonight is going to prove that. Corey, I use all my back channeling to find real people who have very unique problems in their relationship that want you to solve it for them. I don't want to give a lot of them didn't want to reveal their identity, so I use aliases for them. I just want to give people a heads up on that. But these are real situations with real people, real life relationship situations that you're going to have to solve for them today. Are you ready for that, bro?
I am ready for this. I'm trying to put the whole debacle going on in my brain that this is actually a product that girls buy and have.
Yeah.
Once again, I am kind of dealing with a little bit of a sore throat. So guys, please forgive me a little bit if I just kind of rapid fire these things off here.
Well, I mean, you are. I want you to rapid fire. I want these to be like blink reactions because, like, I don't want you to sit around and think about these answers. Like, I want to know what is the real Corey reaction. All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Are you excited for this?
Yeah, I'm excited, and I was excited to film the show tonight too. I thought it was a good premise, but I just kind of got hit with a baseball bat with a whole.
Yeah,
That's a thing, dude.
I feel you. I want people to know out there too. Corey will answer all your questions tonight if you guys have any questions. But the theme of this episode. This is not a grab bag tonight. We're not just doing random questions. We're not going to answer random questions. We're going to answer relationship themed questions for people. Because look at Corey. Look at this guy. He's got a lot to offer. Look at this guy. I'm looking at him right now. I'm looking at you on the monitor. You have a lot to offer people.
Yeah, I got 2 ex-wives.
Yeah.
But I would say in my relationship, most of my relationships, I'm still friends with every girl I've ever been with. And you know what? Quite frankly, I've always been relatively happy.
Yeah. I want to say too, if Birdie's mom has a question for Corey, she probably doesn't want to go on the feed. So I would say if Birdie's mom, just text me directly and I'll read the question off.
So my girl's mom has your phone number?
I don't know, but Birdie could give it to her. So, were you ready for this?
I'm ready.
By the way, you're showing the monitor on. You're showing.
Okay.
That's all right if you want to.
No,
I don't care. All right, Corey. Here we go, baby.
Let's do it.
You ready?
All right.
Corey. Someone wrote, "Hey, Corey." And I had to find these people. Give me some credit as a producer to find these people. Okay.
It's just even creepier that you know that many people in bad relationships.
No, it's not that I know people. I had to dig around. I'm not going to tell you how I had to do it. I have my ways. I am a reality TV producer, so I have my ways. All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Hey, Corey, my girlfriend has started collecting every single receipt from every date we've ever been on. She keeps them all in giant scrapbooks with those little notes and stickers calling it our story. At first, it was kind of sweet, but now she loses her mind if I throw away even a gas station receipt or a crumpled up napkin from Taco Bell. She says throwing anything away erases that memory forever. Our apartment is turning into a paper museum, and I'm scared to touch the trash can. Is this normal, or should I be seriously worried? This is from Ben. He's 28 years old.
All right, Ben, let me just ask you, you got to just stand in front of the mirror, ask yourself a few questions. Does this seem normal?
You want Ben to do this?
I want him to look into the mirror. Does this seem normal?
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to stand up for a little bit.
Because it's not normal.
Why is it not normal?
Okay, because someone either has...
What if they're old, in their 80s, and they're old, and they're showing the grandkids all a scrapbook of all the receipts of their life and what they did? That might be a cool little trip down memory lane. You never know.
And their grandkids aren't going to be able to fit in the house because they're a hoarder.
So you think this is a hoarding complex?
It's a hoarding, or there's an ulterior motive there for sure.
What do you think the ulterior motive is?
Keeping receipts and stuff. That seems like somebody who's trying to hold on to financial documents and keep. There's a lot of stuff about this I would ask a little bit more from Ben on. Hey, are you guys splitting bills? Is this what she's spending? Are you guys married? If you're married, this sounds.
You think she could be building a federal case against him or something? Maybe she thinks he's a criminal or something. Or she's trying to think about it.
It's just weird, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just weird. And so some people live in certain communities that have certain circles where this might be normal. And if this is something that you grew up around or something, man, they're okay, maybe I'm just missing it. But I don't like a lot of documentation in my life.
I don't really. I can see it being cute in a way, but it seems like a lot of work.
It seems like evidence. It seems like collecting and gathering.
I don't even like collecting receipts. I'm a business owner, and so when you're doing your taxes, you got to have receipts, and I don't even like collecting those types of receipts. So
yeah, she don't have just a selfie thing of every time you guys went out or something like that. It just seems kind of I want the amount of money spent.
Yeah, maybe she's really cute and.
I don't know, buddy. It's suspect.
I can see
it's
you
suspect. No, you know what? It's just suspect, bro. Run,
really?
run, Ben.
Run. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This is from Rachel, who's 35 years old. Rachel says, Corey Harrison, my husband insists on naming all of our houseplants after his ex-girlfriends and talks to them like they're real people. He waters Tiffany while telling her about his day. And last week, he actually bought Ashley a tiny birthday card and sang to it. The plants are thriving, but our marriage is dying. This is getting really weird. What do I do?
They're married? They're married?
They're married, yeah.
Okay, like the fact that you've even put up with it long enough to write in or say anything about it, run.
Why? Why?
Because that's what serial killers do.
Really?
That's what serial killers do, and you're gonna end up being potting soil too, lady.
Yeah.
That sounds like you might become plant food. I think he's like it sounds like he's like some kind of Dexter, and you're just his little slide things with it. I think those plants are his trophies.
But Corey, I thought you were going to help relationships. You want this?
I can't help this relationship because that is just completely psycho and insane. Like let's just be realistic here.
Yeah.
What if I were to tell? Easiest way you can ask a question to answer a question yourself is to have one of your friends. Pretend it was them. Just, what if I came to you and asked you that question?
Yeah. That is weird. Maybe he's.
What if Birdie had a collection of houseplants that were all her exes, and then she would buy them little gifts? Would you look at me like what?
You think psychologically, maybe he's a Captain Savo person? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think psychologically he's a serial killer, and those plants are his trophies.
Yeah.
Like realistically,
are you telling me that in my research that I've done to find these people, I've just encountered all serial killers? Why would they want?
I don't know, man. But that's pretty crazy. That dude, just think about it. Okay, first of all, it's kind of rude to talk about your exes with your now to incorporate.
I think chat is agreeing with you. By the way, they're saying run away. Yeah, seems
I'm just saying that seems like it's kind of weird to have relationships with your exes in the first place, but to have them be a part of your life in your living room and then buy them little gifts, run.
Ulysses, the pagan 7873. The next plant has her name on it. Would that be? Should she get that? If the next plant has her name on it,
he is going to kill her and make fertilizer out of her.
Oh, damn! That's actually a good point. What if? I wonder. She should probably check to see if these people are still alive.
Or he's got something planned. I don't know.
Damn.
First of all, I am not letting my girl sit there and name anything after one of her exes, and to go as far as buying a gift for it, that is crazy.
That is
just crazy. I don't need to be a psychologist to know that. No, you're doing crazy shit. Get out of there, lady.
Mm-hmm. Some people are quirky, though. You never know.
There's a better life out there for you, honey. There's a better life. Run.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Well, Rachel, run.
Please. Please, I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about this on the show where Rachel's now a plant.
All right. Here, this is from Mia24. Yo, Corey, my boyfriend won't let me touch his phone because he says the government is tracking him through it, and they're after his research. He's not even on social media. Barely uses the internet. He's convinced they're coming for him. He sleeps with the phone in a Faraday bag. I don't even know what's a Faraday bag.
Oh, that's so they can't, it's like an aluminum cage or something.
He sleeps with phone in a Faraday bag. Do I believe him or get him some professional help? Mia.
Okay, so boyfriend, right? But is it boyfriend?
Yeah, boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay, so either your dude.
She's young, 24.
Okay, so you're with a dude. Okay, now is he hanging out? Is he in the NSA? Depending on, you have to be able to make the decision on what kind of job does he have. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if he's working for the CIA or the NSA or something like that, this might be a real thing. If he's on the run from something, this might be a real thing. But what I will tell anybody, and I've had a life of lives, and I know plenty of people.
Yeah.
If the government wants to track you doing anything, you're caught.
You're caught.
You're 100%. You're caught.
Okay.
You're caught. You're
Right.
caught. There's no special tinfoil hat or bag you're gonna have.
Do you think he might be cheating on her though? Because
mean-
she said he's not like an online guy. Like he doesn't go online a lot. What's he hiding that? What kind of research is he doing if he's not online?
I don't know. Like, I mean, if the guy works for the CIA, it might make sense. But like, why is the government watching his phone? Like, listen, ladies, I'm just gonna tell you right now, and guys, I'm sorry if I blow up your spot a little bit. If your dude gets a phone call and it's on the other side of the house, and he dives across the house to get that phone so you can't see who's calling or who's texting, that's suspect behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you decide that, okay, like, no, it's totally normal for people to do that, and guys do too. If your girl lunges across the couch to grab her phone because she got a text message, that's not normal behavior.
Yeah.
Anytime there's not normal behavior going on in someone in the world, like, in your world, your little hemisphere, your family, your little unit there,
Yeah.
either someone's on drugs or someone's doing something they ain't supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I see some people in the chat right now being like, "Yo, like Corey Harrison is a pawn star. Like, he's not someone you should take relationship advice from." And I get why people would think that, but I hear Corey giving relationship advice sometimes I'll see Corey sitting on his couch for like hours giving his friends relationship advice, and I think that he gives good advice. If you guys believe in the multiverse, the universe where every outcome is possible, there is a reality somewhere where Corey is a
I
good
don't know
relationship
what my man's
coach.
talking about with multiverses, guys. Here's what I can tell you. I've been in a few relationships, and quite frankly, I'm just here to tell you what you have questions that you want answered. And I'm just gonna tell you if the 2 + 2 = 4 situation, and you're just probably making excuses for it.
Yeah. Also, I want to tell the audience too. I want to tell chat this too. If you don't believe Corey's skill to give relationship advice, ask him questions. Ask him some questions on your own. See how he handles it. Just test it out. You never know.
And by the way, my relationship advice, guys, it comes like this. Man, we're fighting all the time. She's always distant. She's always on the phone. She's always talking to somebody else. What would you say if your best friend told you the same thing? Thumbs up.
Yeah.
This
next one is absolutely nuts. Okay. This was absolutely nuts. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm not here to present you guys with normal situations, but this is nuts. Corey, this is from Tyler, 29 years old. Corey, my girlfriend sleepwalks every night and rearranges all the furniture while she's doing it. Okay, I wake up to the couch in the kitchen, the TV in the bathroom, you name it. She has no memory of it and swears she's not doing it on purpose. Is this dangerous or just really annoying?
Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, so I can only.
I would deal with that one, yo. I have to really be into someone to be dealing with that.
And there you go. You just kind of answered it, man. Like, is it something you can deal with? Quite frankly, guys, it is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, sleepwalking girlfriends can be very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that she could hurt herself. She could have hurt you.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, can she get help? Can you put a camera?
What kind of help you get? Oh, a camera. That's good. Yeah. Put like GoPros up.
I mean, if she doesn't want to believe you, then you can, you can probably help her out. I mean, because God forbid she walks into a pool one day or something like that. But just like quite honestly, with this situation, man, like the real question you got to ask yourself is she worth it? Could you deal with it?
Is she interior designer?
I don't know. Do you like her?
Maybe she's trying something.
I don't know if I could like somebody enough to have my furniture rearranged every day.
Yeah, I mean, I could. There's a lot worse things.
I know, but like just like the everyday, there's a problem thing.
Yeah. What do you think? Like you nailed it because like he should probably videotape this, right?
Yeah, I mean, record just to show her, and like it's.
Yeah.
But beyond that, like I mean, if you like her enough to stay with her, then I mean, either.
What if you put like bells on the couch to wake her up when she's moving?
The sleepwalking people don't wake up like that.
They don't.
It just goes down to it. It's like this: leave or live
Motion
with it.
detector or
Like
something?
either you like her enough to where you're going to live with it, or you don't like her that much and you'll leave.
I think if Birdie was doing that, you would like her enough, right? No. Of course, no way.
Yes, Birdie, I like you enough to where if you sleepwalk. But see, Birdie's small enough to fit in like small places. Like I could, I would if Birdie was sleepwalking.
What if Birdie sleepwalk and she just cleaned the entire house? Sleepwalking.
My tongue would be so tired.
What?
Like, oh my God. I have died and I've gone to a place I never even thought I deserved to go. Dude, I would turn down a winning lottery ticket.
All right. This is
Dude, if she would like wash the cars and stuff too.
Yeah. She just did all cleaning when she was.
And did like she had an off switch too, like when she was regularly. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, this is from Lee. You ready for the next one? Or you want to
let's keep going.
Lisa, 41, says, "Hey, Corey Harrison, my man has been pretending to be allergic to my cooking for 6 months, so he doesn't have to eat it. I caught him at his mom's house, scarfing down the exact same dishes I make. Now I feel like an idiot, and he's still denying it. Now what?"
Okay, so let me just put it like this. Your dude likes you enough to where he tells you a ridiculous lie to not hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
If you really want to fix it, call his mama over, have her teach you how to cook some of the stuff to the more refined to his
Yeah,
palate.
he's being nice to her, right?
Yeah, like, dude, you know what the lamest thing in the world is in a relationship that people tell each other? Don't ever lie to me.
Yeah.
Who are you, God?
Yeah.
Like, who are you? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you because I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like it, and I just quite frankly don't want you to know.
So you think this relationship is salvageable, right?
Absolutely. It's just hey, like he likes you enough to where he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Yeah. And now he just needs to get a better excuse, obviously. But like, obviously he don't like the way you cook.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So if it matters that much to you, then fix it or don't cook for the dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha. DoorDash is awesome.
Yeah. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard Corey live. See, Corey does believe in lying for the good of
the greater good is always something worth protecting.
Yep. All right, here we go. Let's see here. This is from Kayla. She doesn't say how old she is, but kind of a wild problem. She says, "Corey, I'm 31 and my boyfriend keeps buying lottery tickets with the exact same numbers every week because he says the universe owes us. We've spent thousands of dollars already and he gets mad if I suggest we stop. Do I hide the tickets or I don't know why she would hide it, but do I hide the tickets or just let him keep dreaming?" I have to admit, there was a time, and I think you would know this about me, but there was a time when I was buying lottery tickets because I thought the universe was going to do something about it. I've had that same obsession before, you know?
Okay, so like, and part of my frustration, the universe don't give a fuck about you. Now, here's because I buy lottery tickets too, guys.
Thank you for that.
but just at the end of the day, it's this simple.
Yeah,
I find if you spend thousands of dollars on lottery tickets, that's weird. Mm-hmm. That's weird. That's a lot of lottery tickets. I don't know how old you are, but like thousands of dollars, that's way too much money to be spending.
Yeah.
But if your guy out there, thinks like the world owes him something.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be living in a world where, like, dude, you don't necessarily want to take away that idea that, because every day that he's got that lottery ticket as well.
Do you think there's a way you could will like a winning?
Not at all.
Not at all. You will into your life?
Not at all. But when he's sitting there, when he's working at the sewage treatment plant as a scuba diver, swimming around, and his life is just fucking full of shit and he hates his life.
Yeah.
That lottery ticket might be the thing that gets him through the day.
Yeah.
It's not, quite honestly, the lottery tickets are good for two things.
Yeah.
Taxes on poor people and mental masturbation.
What if one time he switches the numbers up and that number hits? You think that he would like off himself or something? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, there's just because there's absolutely no chance. It's just like it. realistically though, but like that dude probably sits there like all day long. He sits there and daydreams about how great his life would be, and that's the therapy that comes along with buying a lottery ticket. If you're putting yourself in a hole doing it,
Yeah.
then you're just being stupid, and then he's got to stop. But don't take away don't take away his like one joy in life there.
Yeah. Yeah. These are some crazy ones, man. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. This is from Jamal, 31 years old. Hey, Corey, my wife starts speaking only in rhymes when she's at home. Everything is a poem now. It's been 2 weeks and I'm losing my damn mind trying to have a normal conversation. How do I make it stop?
Okay,
What the fuck is that? What is that?
Call
Is she a
911.
rapper?
No, call 911.
Call 911? Why?
She's having a stroke or she's got cancer or something. Well, no, okay, if she's got some weird thing going on with her that she's just speaking in rhymes, it's obviously a medical condition or she's trying to annoy you. So it's one or the other, and it's either stop being annoying or literally what's the problem. I mean, it sounds like there could be like a medical thing there.
Yeah. You really?
Yeah, I mean, like if someone's doing, you're either crazy, you're on drugs, or you're stupid. Basically, that's the fucking whole thing with mental, or you got a disease. Those are the three. When people's behavior suddenly changes and people start acting abnormal,
Yeah.
those are your reasons.
All right. Here we go. This is a crazy one too. I feel like maybe I have tapped into it. I think like the FBI might be calling me soon because maybe I like just tapped into a line of serial killers. I don't know. You ready for the next one?
Serial killers. Okay.
You ready for the next one?
Yep. Let's see.
All right, it's from Sophia, 25 years old. She said, Corey, my boyfriend collects every single hair I shed and keeps them in a little labeled jar. He says it's for science, but won't explain what kind. This feels off. What should I do?
Yeah, I mean,
what is that?
See, now I'm feeling like you're fucking with me on this one.
I'm not fucking with dog.
Okay.
I'm not fucking with you.
So listen here, lady.
Yeah. There is a psychological problem that people have where they pull their hair
But
out.
who wants to be with that person?
I don't know.
Why would you be with that person?
I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on
Okay,
here.
then that's creepy. If it bothers you so much that you're out there on the internet trying to seek out questions for it, then I'm sorry.
But these are, people have unique problems, bro. Save this person.
That's not a problem that
Save this woman right now. Tell her what to do, bro. Tell her what to do. Just give her, come on, tell her what to do. Let him do it. I don't know.
No, run.
Run
Like,
again.
I don't know. Like, I don't like. What do you? It's all on how you feel. Is there a reason why he would do it? Have you talked to his family? Did he do this as a kid? But it don't sound logical. And like,
Yeah.
you know, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Like, my biggest thing in a relationship is simply this. Mm-hmm. Everybody does weird shit.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, I'm very, very far from normal. I'm so far apart.
Oh yeah.
I'm very, very far from normal. And I have, like, and believe it or not, I have not met one normal person in my entire life.
Yeah.
Everybody's got, different wires in their brain. Everybody's wires are crossed a little bit. And I'm just going to say, like, hey, the people that you meet is just like accepting the fact that you're willing to deal with their fucking crazy.
All right, what's the weirdest crazy you've had to deal with in a relationship? Where like a little quirk, someone had a weird quirk, weird behavior. If you're,
God, I'm trying to figure out which ones I can actually say. The accusations.
Which one you can actually say?
I don't know. I changed the password to my social media accounts and was accused of kidnapping someone's daughter, and the ransom was my Instagram password.
What? Wait, what? Fuck, we could probably do a whole episode on that.
Okay, so just think about it
What
like
the
this.
heck?
So like, I mean, which bothered me, the thing that pissed me off the most, hell, I was accused of cheating by a woman.
Wow.
Because I was not, I had
What?
I had come out of anesthesia at a dentist office and thought I was getting attacked. And she didn't want to know, or she wanted to know how she could know for sure that I didn't try to, hook up with any of the dental assistants while I was under anesthesia.
Wow.
So like, yeah, I've dealt with some craziness in my life, but but just in general,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like it turned out to be that she had a level of crazy that was not acceptable to me.
Yeah.
I had to eliminate that amount of crazy. Now, if anybody's saving your hairs, did you ever ask them why? Maybe they have a reason I can't come up with.
You ever see like hair stuck to the bathroom wall from your girlfriend? You ever see that? No. Oh, I've had that happen to me. I feel like I don't know why. Sometimes women wash their hair and it's like it's in their hand, so they just. And that is like, to me, like I cringe when I see that. Like I'm like, I don't want to collect it. That's for sure.
Guys, I'll give you guys a real good tidbit of advice. Separate bathrooms, even if you live with each other.
Okay.
Separate bathrooms work out well.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. At least have a double setup, right?
Whole separate bathrooms.
Whole separate bathrooms.
Like that.
I actually have dated someone who wanted to do that too.
Hey, if you got two bathrooms,
with me, I'm like, no, we need to be close. We need to share everything.
What are you talking about, like love toilet kind of shit from SNL?
I'm just saying, I'm like, why would I go in a different bathroom?
You ever seen the love toilet?
Huh?
You ever seen the love toilet on SNL?
No.
The Saturday Night Live? Yeah,
no, I never seen it.
It was a toilet for two people.
No, I'm not.
I'm not a love toilet kind of guy. Like, this is my bathroom. Like I don't.
Do you ever like poop in front of your girl or anything like that? Like you ever feel that comfortable with them?
Unfortunately, I've been with Birdie long enough to where I've had some like serious injuries multiple times where those kind of things just had to fall into the equation. Yeah. But
I feel like you should just get that stuff out of the way. It's like
so that's like a thing like, hey, we just drop deuces in front of each other.
I mean, it's not like you want to drop a deuce in front of someone, but you should like break that barrier down and just say,
see, like that's.
I know. I know people are married who swear they'll never even come close to that.
No, they're like, dude. As far as I'm concerned, Birdie has never taken a shit in her life.
Yeah. I got you.
It's
farting too, right? You just like
no, absolutely not. Like absolutely not.
I do agree with that. It's okay for me, but like when I smell
absolutely, absolutely. Like I don't, I'm just call me old fashioned, but I just don't need to walk into my bathroom and find Birdie's kibble in the toilet.
Yeah. There's some weird ones out there. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of weird ones, and there's some sex related topics too that we could get into if you're down with it. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Ooh, damn. And I see a few people are asking like where I'm getting these questions from. Let's just say I have a channel. I worked in reality TV for a long time, and so every show you work on, you got to find people who are willing to come on the show and be a little weird and crazy. And I could have just set up a post on Facebook or something and done like a standard like, hey guys, if you have any relationship questions for Corey, here it is. But I knew that would be a little too bland for Corey, and Corey gets bored very easily. So I'm trying to hit him. So I had to like, let's just say I had to go covert and get a little deeper with people and find these questions. And so, because I want Corey to be stimulated. Is that cool, Corey? You know what I mean? Right?
I mean, stimulated how?
Huh?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. This is from Ben, another Ben, and he's 29. Hey, Corey, my girlfriend has started wearing a different silly costume every time we get intimate. Last night, it was a giant inflatable dinosaur, and she kept roaring instead of moaning. She says it helps her
Next.
get into character. It's hilarious, but I can't stop laughing. That's killing the mood.
You know, bro. Like, if
Is that normal?
If you don't like it, then
What do you call that? Is that
yeah, some kind of weird inflatable
that
furry thing. Like,
cosplay or something?
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, hey, obviously you're sticking around long enough to talk about it. So
I feel like the Bens have the weirdest problems with women. You think
sometimes. Who else we got on here?
all right, I got you. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Dear Corey, my wife has decided that we have to set a timer for exactly 7 minutes every time, and when it dings, we have to switch positions no matter what. It feels like we're playing sexual musical chairs. I'm exhausted. This is from Steve, 45 years old. Steve.
You know, guys, I am not Andrew Tate. I am not Wes Watson. I am not super alpha male guy here. But like, if you guys agree to do that cuck stuff, dude, like, you know what, dude, and then just live and die by it, man. I don't care.
Why is that cuck?
I don't know. Like,
Wait, why is that cuck though? Tell me.
Because, dude, like, we're having sex. Change positions now. Like, no, I don't know. That's just
maybe she's getting bored and she's like, "Yo, I want my man to like work for
nobody
this."
that's bored sets a timer, bro. That's just some weird stuff. Go ahead, ask the fans what they're asking, man. Like, and like wherever you got this stuff from is just like it's a little bit out there, bro. I'm sorry. Like I just got to tell you, like realistically,
Yeah.
what would my girlfriend sets a timer, and then every time the timer goes off, I have to do this, and this.
I wouldn't say
then you either want to, or you're just you're just a victim, bro. Like, just,
Yeah, I think she's I think she's saying something that she's not communicating something, but like there's something going on.
If she's gone that far and you don't know what to do, bro, like then
I do agree because I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool with me either. It seems like that's like more like a relay race.
So guys, like I said, I am not that guy that I just explained, but like quite honestly, I will say like you're still the dude, you're still the guy, you're still the man of the relationship. And if you're not that in my life, or like if you're gonna ask me a question and you're not being that, then don't ask me.
Okay, this is wild, dog. But give some real advice here. This is from Lisa. She's 42. She wrote, "Hey Corey, my man has started wearing noise-canceling headphones during sex so he can focus better on the sensations. He nods along like he's listening to music. What does that say? I guess he doesn't want to hear her. That's weird. I don't know.
Sweetheart, either you got a really, really annoying voice. Maybe you should just shut up.
I think that
maybe he's listening to somebody else. And it don't sound like, it sounds like maybe he might have a tism there or something like that. It don't sound like it should be a deal breaker to me. It don't sound like it should be a deal breaker. It sounds like there's like a medical thing going on.
Yeah. It's a little more explicit now. I don't know if you want to get into this.
Just go. We got a few up here.
All right. Hey Corey, this is from Mike. He wrote he's from Vegas, so maybe you can relate more to this guy because he's from Vegas. Mike, he wrote, "Hey Corey, I'm 34 years old, and my wife keeps forgetting her wedding ring when she goes out with her coworkers. She says I'm paranoid, but he doesn't know for sure, but he thinks he found some flirty text. But he said he doesn't know. Should I confront her or just shut up and deal?"
All right, so Mike, let me ask you this. I wish I could actually speak to you. So here's the deal. I know a lot of guys that when they suspect their girl of doing this kind of stuff, they'll do anything and everything they can do until they get like forensic DNA evidence. They'll hire private investigators. They'll do all.
Yeah.
And you got to ask yourself, man. Do you think she's up to something?
Yeah.
Do you think she's up to something? And that's all you need.
Yeah.
Realistically, that is a.
What do you think about forgetting the wedding ring? Is that a big deal to you?
I've never worn a wedding ring, and I've been married twice.
Did your wife at the time?
Absolutely.
Did she ever forget it?
No.
Okay, so you would probably react to that too then.
Yeah, but I would have asked right away. Like, it wouldn't be keeps. It wouldn't be multiple times. Like, so it, like, I mean, I don't know your situation, man, but like I say, like, is she going out with friends? Is she working in an industry where is she a bartender? Is it something like that? I don't know, man, but it seems like you've got questions and you've got suspicions. So either hit her up or, just like, because I'm not going to be able to convince you what, the average person would tell you, what you're already thinking it.
Melissa, by the way, just back to the last one. Melissa Pacheco 9402 wrote, I feel like if you need to set a timer, then it feels more like a chore, then it's no longer enjoyable.
Hold on. And going back to the timer thing real quick, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know this, but maybe she read in a book or something. It's like, are you guys trying to have kids or something? There could be reasons for this, but I'm just saying it's just.
Yeah. By the way, I got something for you from Robert, though. Robert R2585 wrote, Corey, what's your stance on couples massages? Pro or against?
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I have really odd phobias.
Huh?
Okay, like you guys have seen the other shows. It's like, I don't like horses. I don't like being around a bunch of trees or wooded areas. And I damn sure don't like some girl or guy pressing on my spine in an unfamiliar way that, unless they got some kind of medical degree or something, it's just, so me getting a massage, like, you got to take me out of the equation.
So you would never do a couples massage? Is there any couples thing you would do? You have any activities that you'd like for couples?
Boxing. No, I mean,
of course, romantic. You're a romantic dude.
No, I mean, like, me and Birdie do stuff together like that, but it's just like it. Like I'm a big believer in you got to have your own identity in a relationship. Like and I guarantee you,
there's nothing that you want to do with like Birdie to enhance your relationship.
But it's not going to be a massage.
Okay, I'm saying, what would you do? I don't want to call you out.
It's called sex.
Okay.
The most intimate thing you can do together, bro. Like, but no, honestly, like it.
Birdie's mom, if you have any questions, just text me personally. Don't put it on the chat.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, hey, like, like, I'm a big believer in, like, I yell at Birdie to go out by herself, to go out with her friends.
Yeah.
I yell at Birdie to go out. Like, she doesn't need to be around me 24/7. Like, I'm a big believer in you guys have your own lives and you guys have your own things. As long as you guys are a team, then that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. You ready for this one? Next one?
Yes.
Corey, man to man, my girl wants me to beep another dude. I'm curious, but terrified I'll lose her. Is this the end or the start of something hotter? That's from Tyler, 29.
Tyler, you can build as many bridges as you want. You could do a lot of things, but there's something you could never go back from, bro.
What do you think? You don't think I'll enhance it?
I mean, I can tell you right now what's like never ever going to happen with me. Maybe I am just too old, and whatever you newfangled kids want to do together, dude. I mean, if that's what you're into, bro, you're obviously thinking about it. I don't know. That's
by the way, I got a personal text saying
that's a big ass no-go zone for me.
I got a text from someone saying we are better looking than what AI makes us out to be. I don't know if you're using AI, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I heard.
All right, would you read some of the fan comments? Right, I got to use the restroom real quick.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey's using the restroom. I'm going to go.
I got to go scrub my brain from homeboy who my girl wants me to sleep with a guy.
While Corey uses the restroom, ladies and gentlemen, you can see my full set. You can see everything that's going on here. It's hard finding these people who will give up these questions, and I had to do a lot of research to find these people, but I'm proud of it, you know. And these are real people, and also I have to make sure that these people are real. I have to make sure that these issues are real. So that's just what we're doing. And Corey actually gave me good advice, relationship advice from back in the day. So, you know, I can hear him. And by the way, I can hear Corey peeing right now while I sit here. It's very distracting, actually. I've been in Tulum for about 6 months now, and Corey has. I've seen him sit on the couch for months now, and it just talk to people. All of his friends, for some reason, Corey's the guy that his friends call for relationship advice, and so I've had to watch him do this, and then that made me decide, like, okay, let's put this to test. Let's see if Corey can really do this, and we're finding that out right now. So I have a lot more weird questions for Corey, so we're gonna see if he can handle this. It's gonna get a lot weirder in a couple seconds. And I really want you guys to ask questions as well. If you have any questions about your relationship that you want to throw out there, please fire off. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You ready, bro? Close that curtain behind you. Let's do it. Corey's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so
Because it's about to get weirder. Are you ready?
yeah. Got that stuff in there. All right, so yeah, what's the next one, man? But yeah, no, I mean,
Instigator official, thank you for that. Since Corey's gone, sidekick guy, if you want to understand the multiverse and read the book Fabric of Reality by David Deutsch, who invented the quantum computer, thank you, bro. You know what? I am going to read that. I will do that.
all right, sidekick guy,
My name is Jairus Cobb. I could actually put up a title if you want. Here,
like the baseball player.
Huh? Watch this. I can put up my, watch this. Jairus Cobb. Corey's babysitter, I wrote. And look, I got one for you too, Corey. Yeah. How's that, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, like currently or in the past is the biggest problem.
I mean, I feel like you're always the biggest problem. You are an anomaly to me. You know that? You're an anomaly.
I mean, like, if I was such a problem, you wouldn't be in Tulum right now.
I'm not. Yeah, I can answer. I don't know if I'm going to answer that.
Okay, so what do we got?
Here we go. Here we go. All right, Corey, help this woman out. This is Lisa from Atlanta. You need to help this woman out, okay? Hi, Corey. I'm 41. 41. My husband hasn't touched me in 8 months. He says it's stress from work, but the other day I caught him doing something, you know what, to porn. How do I get my man back? This is from Lisa. Corey, save this woman, bro.
Lisa, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing? Like, I mean, obviously there's a disconnect. It's your husband. You know your husband. You know what he likes. You know what's going on. And I can honestly tell you, I don't know very many guys who, given the opportunity, have had a woman try to come onto them and try to make stuff happen. And not made it, not made it to where it was like a combative situation. Yeah. And I don't know any guys that have ever had their girl say something about that situation to them, where the guys haven't like almost immediately capitulated.
What do you think is going on? He's bored. Or he's just looking for an outlet.
Or he's not attracted to her. You know, I mean, just what are you doing? You know,
That sucks for her. I mean, what could make it? For you, you're a guy. What can make if you're bored in a like, or, you know, a relationship? What can make you become more stimulated?
everybody's got to put in the work.
Huh?
Everybody has to put in the work. You know, like, you know, I'm not coming home to a girl every day that keeps gaining weight and just ends up in a pair of yoga pants with a messy bun and no makeup on while I've been working in a coal mine 8 hours, 10 hours a day. Like that's,
You know people that work in coal mines?
yes, I do.
Really?
You know, a lot of family in West Virginia.
All right. Dope.
So, but no, but like, I mean, honestly, like, you know, maybe it is a him thing, but like, honestly, like, how hard have you tried?
Yeah. 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 Okay. That's I feel bad for her. I feel like turn it up, turn the spice up, just get crazy. You know.
I mean, have you watched what he's been watching? Have you just tried to be one of them? I mean, have you, you know, there's got to be something missing there.
Here, this is from another Jamal here. Okay. He wrote, "Yo, Corey, I'm the guy who pawned my grandma's ring for my girl's birthday, and now she wants to propose. I don't know if you remember this guy, but I'm not sure she's the one. Help a brother out."
You pawned your grandmother's ring for your girl's birthday, but
Yeah.
now you want to propose. Like you,
Yeah.
hold up. So pick the ring up out of the pawn shop and go pawn it. Or go, I don't know. I don't remember you, but if you pawned a ring,
Yeah.
go get the ring back. Obviously, you shouldn't be getting married if you can't afford, if you got to be pawning rings.
He doesn't even think she's the one, though.
Seems like you got to like check out your life decisions, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it seems like you got to get a few ducks in order before you decide to make any life changing decisions.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be investing any money in someone you don't think is the one, right? What do you think?
You should,
or should he just?
You shouldn't be investing into a marriage that if you don't think she's the one either. You shouldn't be investing if you got to pawn stuff. You shouldn't be investing into a marriage at all.
Right.
You obviously, it doesn't seem like you could afford much, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a wild one. Here we go. Oh, this is crazy. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
All right, Corey. I'm married. I'm a married woman, and I can't stop texting my high school crush. It's just flirty, but my husband's found the messages. Is our marriage over? Is there anything I could do to fix this? I know. I feel like there's a way.
You know
there's
what?
got to be a way.
So, guys, like, I'll be honest with you. Me and my girl both are on Tinder.
You and your girl are both on Tinder.
Yeah, because the swipe game is fun.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those
This
things.
is real advice. Thank you, Corey. This is good. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, but quite honestly, like how would you feel if he was doing that? You guys have your own relationship rules.
Yeah.
You know what you're you know, it's one thing like, okay, in your mind, in your heart of hearts, you know what you're looking for while you're texting your high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
So is he wrong? Nope. Do you deserve to be taken back? Nope. Should you I mean, if you really were trying to be innocent about it, should you stop immediately and do everything you can if you really love this guy and get back with him? Absolutely.
You like what? So why do you think she's texting her high school crush? Maybe like she's looking for some spice.
Well, I know exactly what I would feel if my girl was texting her high school crush. Like,
Wow.
you know, I mean, it's, you know, so here's my biggest thing in my relationships. Like, you know the difference between right and wrong. Now, if I were to get a phone call from my ex-wife, Bernie knows Bernie's not going to trip out if I take the phone and go answer in a different room, have a conversation with her, because we've built that dynamic in our relationship.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there and you know it bothers them, and you knew you were doing something wrong by doing it in the first place, then
She's looking for something that feels good. Like
yeah, I mean,
something that feels
so
like new and stimulating.
So once again, like you're, you know, either, you know, You're gonna have that long, hard conversation of how you were looking for something and you didn't. You know you're not gonna find it, or you have to tell him that you want something that he's not giving you, or
Yeah.
you know what? And it's his. He can be as pissed at you as he wants. You know, if that was the case in my situation, your shit would have been packed.
Right.
You know, you would have came home one day and yeah.
What would you do in this situation? Like if you were put yourself in that situation with Birdie.
Put yourself in the situation of showing up at my house with Birdie sitting on the steps with nowhere to go because she ain't coming back in my house.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Like, you know.
But I think there's something salvage that you could salvage. I don't think this is like let's end the relationship type of
you know what? Like he has every right to.
Yeah.
You know, you were emotionally having an affair, which, quite frankly, I've been in multiple open relationships and stuff like that. And, you know, the emotional affair is probably the worst kind. You know, because she was telling him she was telling the old high school boyfriend secrets about, you know, secrets in her relationship. She was talking shit about her dude.
Or they were reliving like some, I don't know.
Not if he read the text messages and he's pissed. It wasn't like, remember that pizza party?
What do you mean?
No, like they're never flirty. You were trying to hook up with another dude. Girls are like, let's just be realistic.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another one. This is kind of wild too. Dear Corey, my wife wants kids, but I secretly got a vasectomy last year because I don't want any. She's been crying every night. Do I tell her the truth? And this person is anonymous and they're 38 years old.
I wouldn't know anybody that ever did that, man.
Huh?
I wouldn't know anybody that ever did that.
I mean, he has a vasectomy already. What do you do?
Keep trying, homie. Just keep trying.
Yeah, but it's put her. There's turmoil there. I wouldn't keep lying to her like that. That's bad.
Die with a lie, bro.
Yeah, but then it makes it seem like there's something that she's doing wrong. Yeah, or is that, like there's something wrong with her.
Go to separate doctors. Say that your sperm count's low, and you know what? That's what it is. What it is.
He should at least say he doesn't want kids, right?
You know, you already had a secret vasectomy, bro. Like, so you don't. This guy don't want kids.
This relationship is doomed. I think.
I mean,
this one's F.
I just say keep trying, bro. Tell it just grenades.
But
there's already enough deception in this relationship.
There's nothing. I don't see any way to this ends well. You know what I mean? She's going to eventually. Even when they're old and let's say you stay together and they're old and they don't have any kids, and one day, how's he ever gonna? He has to live with this lie for decades, or he tells her the truth. Like
there's a medical reason why he can't have children.
I say, rip the Band-Aid off right now.
You don't have to go that far. Like, I mean, I don't know what kinds you have or anything like that, but you can honestly just say, hey. Doctor says I can't have kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you've already snuck out and got a vasectomy once, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like your lies are out. It's not like you're adverse to the lying game, bro.
Yeah. Fast 6876 says, Jairus, you need to read the people comments.
Do you?
It would make this a whole lot better. Well, okay, Fast 6876. Tell me what you want me to read.
Right here, go.
No, I got it on my phone. Tell me what you want me to read. I would like to know what, but I can't. You know, we do have a creative here. I want to know what this person wants me to read. Yeah, I would love to read it. You know, you can't. Yeah, we can't have a conversation if we're always reading comments. But people, I'll tell you right now.
Corbin, buddy, I see you right here, man. And Corbin, that is a power molar that you have, and the entire fro thing you have with it. I'm going to jump on that.
But if anyone has any relationship questions, I would love to read it out loud for Corey. That's for sure. I haven't seen any come through yet. Only a couple. You want me to read the next one?
Go for it.
All right. Oh, this is a wild one. Hey, Corey. This is from Anonymous. Hey, Corey Harrison, my dude keeps asking me to role play as his little sister in bed.
Kill him, call the cops. That's how we're going. That's it. That's the only way we're rolling with that one, dude. Kill him, call the cops, stick his feet in a wood
She
chipper.
says she's down, but it feels weird.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Hey, maybe you should follow him.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This is from a woman named Patricia. Dear Mr. Harrison, I'm 52, and my 28-year-old boyfriend only wants me for my money. Okay, she's 52, he's 28.
Oh, shit.
Well, hold on. But my friends say dump him, but the sex is insane.
Okay,
I mean, that's something. What would you do?
Well, sweetheart, you are a cougar, and that is your little sugar baby there, and you know what kind of relationship you were getting into when you got into it.
Sex is insane, though. That's something.
Well, no, she knew the relationship she was in. Like she knew what it was. Like it's, you know how many guys in their 60s I know that are with girls in their early 30s, and okay, you knew what you were signing up for when you did it. Deal with it.
I think it depends on what she wants as well, right? Like, well, if she wants a relationship that's more intimate or meaningful, maybe.
Come on now, dude. She's in her 50s. He's 28.
Yeah.
She knew. She's obviously supported him.
Right.
So obviously there's a relationship there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You ready for the next one? This is from a guy named Steve, who's 44 years old, around your age, Corey.
Okay.
And maybe you can relate to this. I don't know. Maybe you tell me. He says, Corey, my wife just admitted she faked every orgasm for 7 years. I feel like a failure. How do I fix this without hating myself?
Well, you guys got in a big fight and she lied, or you got a little dick, bro. either way, like once, like no, I mean, I'm gonna be serious about this too, like because once you start slinging insults like that at each other, your relationship's over.
You think so? It's over.
Yeah, like once you start saying intentionally hurtful shit like that to each other, like if that's true and she stayed that long, then why would you be with a crazy person that would stay that long?
Yeah. This is from a guy named Carlos. He's 39 years old. He's single, but he has a babysitter that he hired who's 21. I'm not sure if the babysitter works between both parents, but he wrote, "Hi, Corey, I'm a single dad, and the new babysitter, 21, keeps flirting."
Don't shit where you eat, bro.
Okay. She keeps flirting hard. My ex would kill me if I went there. Worth the risk or not?
Don't shit where you eat.
Yep.
Don't just like, you know what, bro? Like there's so many fish in the sea. Like, come on now, man. Like you're just asking for so much drama and problems.
I agree with that. It's not worth it. And if it is worth it for you, then you got some other.
Then you're gonna reap what you sow. I mean,
yes, thank you. Yeah, that's true. Here we go. This is from Ethan. Let's see here. Corey, I'm 19, and my 45-year-old sugar daddy wants me to call him daddy 24/7, even in public. It's hot, but my friends think I'm crazy. Do I keep going? From a woman named Bella.
Okay, Bella, so let me just tell you something. You've entered into a realm of, okay, you've decided that, hey, I don't want to work for my money. I want to get given money by this guy. You blatantly called him your sugar daddy. Mm-hmm. So, quite frankly, either you do what the sugar daddy wants you to do, and if you can't do it, then you got to go. You know, then just if you hey, there's no like, hey, you signed up for this.
I wonder where they are because
when you
I don't know if I would you want to be out in public and having that happen.
I wouldn't want to have a sugar daddy either.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Like sometimes not working sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take the good with the bad. It's called the facts of life.
This is wild. You probably heard this before. This is from Nicole 36. She said, "Hey Corey, my husband pawned our engagement ring for gambling money and replaced it with a fake. I'm done, but he's begging. Forgive or divorce?" Ooh-wee.
First of all, lady, it's your husband, and you're dealing with somebody who stole from you. Now, you could say that he has a disease, and you could say all that stuff, but let me just tell you right now, once you get that D word in your head, once you've already thought about divorcing him, you've already planned on divorcing him.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at in his treatment, if he's getting treatment for his gambling addiction or any gambling problems or anything like that, but
Yeah.
chances are, if you don't leave him, you're going to lose a lot more shit.
Wow. All right, here's the next one. Hi, Corey. I'm 60. This is from a guy named Richard. Hi, Corey. I'm 60. My 35-year-old wife wants an open marriage so she can sleep with younger guys.
No shit.
I said yes, but now I'm jealous as hell. Ooh, what a surprise.
You
I
ever,
mean,
been-
she brought it to him, so.
you ever wonder why in those cheap motels they have 3 chairs sitting there, bro? That third chair's for you, man. Just go ahead and write it out, bro. Just say, hey.
You tell Richard is, what are you saying, though?
I'm just saying.
Okay, you're saying that chair's for him, but like what?
Well,
You're saying just go with it?
no, dude. I mean, you set yourself up for this, dude. You deserve what you get. Like, okay.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, you willingly gave her. Oh, it's okay if you have sex with other dudes. All right, but it really wasn't,
Yeah.
and now it bothers you.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, bro. Like, welcome to the cuckold land. Like,
man.
dude, you know, go sit in that. That's why there's 3 chairs in a hotel room, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one is for the dude to sit there and watch.
This is a serious topic here.
a serious
This is
topic.
not a joking matter here. This is from Taylor, who's 27. She identifies as they, them. She wrote, "Hey, Corey Harrison, I'm done with my toxic relationship, but my partner says if I leave, they will kill themselves. I love them, but I can't breathe. What the hell do I do?" Think about that.
Well, are you a superhero? Call the cops, 5150 them, and get the fuck out of there. That's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
And get some real pronouns next time.
Well,
Like, honestly, like, hey, you know, like, dude, what is more abusive than for like, we're friends, right?
yeah.
Hey, Jairus, if you quit the show, I'm gonna kill myself. Just on 2 dudes that are friends.
Right.
Well, like just as a friend doing that to you're my buddy, and I identify as Corey fucking Harrison, like you know, like what the fuck, like no, dude, like your relationship is toxic and crazy the way it came out of your mouth,
Yeah.
and so let's just be realistic. Hey, Jairus, if you don't give me money, I'll kill myself. You're just being held hostage.
Right.
Like you're just literally being held hostage, and in my opinion, with the pronouns you gave me, I'm going to make the assumption and say, hey, guess what? It sounds like you tend to be around a bunch of toxic people like that. You know, unfortunately, guess what? Yeah.
Yeah, that relationship's done. And they both need therapy.
You know, go get therapy. Go get whatever you want. But I wouldn't do couples therapy. Get the fuck away.
Yeah. No couples therapy. I agree with that. They need to find a path.
Bertie, if you don't do the dishes, I'm going to kill myself. You know, you're just
Yeah.
giving somebody ammo. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This person wrote, this is from Kevin, 42 years old. How old are you, Corey?
old enough.
Okay. Dear Corey, I'm a guy who just found out my wife's been sleeping with our neighbor for a year. She wants to stay married for the kids. Do I stay or go?
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I feel like I
So I'm not answering any more of these questions because I'm just going to throw it out there like this. All right, bro. your wife's been sleeping with your fucking neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and stay with her? So I'm assuming we're gonna just assume you have kids. So two, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
this is what your son is gonna believe it's okay for a mom to do.
Right.
He's gonna get married one day. His wife's gonna cheat on him. He's gonna have to go through this. Your daughter is gonna believe that it's okay for her to do this kind of behavior. You're fucked, bro. Like, dude, pull the plug, put this shit down the toilet, get it out of there, pull the pin. Like, this shit's blow the fuck up on you. What do you stay? And by the way, why don't you just stay together and let those kids witness a toxic ass relationship?
That's not good, right? That's not good.
You know what? Hey, you got a son. Hey, you know what's really good? You're supposed to hate your significant other and fight all the time. Like, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolute craziness.
Well, so how do you feel you're doing tonight? You feel like you're giving good people good advice?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so, man. Like I said, my throat is kind of killing me, man. I'm dealing with this shit, but
And I agree with that. We can wind it down. I mean, we've been here for over an hour.
I mean, let's try to get out of here as soon as we can. But like,
I want to ask people in the chat. If you have any questions, please let us know. We would love to answer your questions. I've been
by the way,
these
Booster
questions.
Booster 123. I totally agree with you, man.
What you wrote?
We do deserve more views. I think so.
Thank you. That's nice.
If you want to hook me up and help me out with that, Booster, that'd be great.
Hey guys, you know what helps us get more views? Like and subscribe, right? Corey is dedicated to doing this show. He's dedicated to it. And we have a lot more crazy ideas coming down the pike. And Corey could also read your messages live with you. It's not just me also that's asked to read and ask Corey the questions. So he's actually looking at people right now. You know what I'm saying?
And this is for Robert 2585. The crazy hot matrix, dude. That's a thing, bro. The crazy hotline, absolutely.
What?
You're gonna have to accept a little bit of more crazy behavior from the more attractive a girl is.
You're talking about the hot crazy scale?
yeah, that's what it was. What else we got here? Universal don't give a fuck.
The throat goat. Was that the name of the medicine that
the throat goat?
Yeah, someone wrote that. What was the stuff that Bernie had for you?
It was called God, no, I can't remember.
Wasn't the throat goat?
No. But I know a girl that calls herself the throat goat. She was
I think that's
it was she went as a Halloween costume with her.
Someone wrote Robert TR 2585 wrote, "What are you guys drinking tonight? I see a delicious Modelo there." Yes, you do see that.
That is a Jerris Modelo. I am drinking cranberry juice.
I like Modelo. What?
I'm drinking cranberry juice.
Nerd alert.
I try.
I have Modelo going and some water, but I like my Modelo. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pour myself another Modelo real quick. In front of the throat goat. Corey, what, by the way, is it called the throat goat? What is it? The Modelo.
The greatest of all time with her throat, bro.
Oh, okay.
No. The spray was called Good Head.
Oh, called Good Head. Okay, gotcha.
I'm not spraying that in my mouth.
Okay.
That seems weird.
Someone named Instigator Official wrote, "Glad to see Corey looking good after the accident. He got up and went to the bathroom by himself. Stay off the bikes, please."
You know what, man?
Stay off the bikes, Corey. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Stay off the bikes. But a lot of people won't agree with that statement. I know a lot of motorcycle riders won't agree with it.
It's never going to happen.
Never going to happen? Ever? Yeah, what do you think it is about people who can give relationship advice, but they can't stick to that advice themselves.
Well, that's how many therapists do you think are in shitty relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, how many bartenders are alcoholics or fucking not alcoholics? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I'm not. Don't ask me for advice to be a perfect person. I can give you the best advice all day long. Don't mean I'm going to follow a fucking word of it.
Yeah, I get it. I like this go live stuff because like it feels like we're just hanging out and we're hanging out with people. You know, whoever's still on here watching, we just feel like we want to hang out with you guys. You know, that's this show.
Yeah, you guys are all part of the camp. I mean, so let's just see what else we got here. I'm kind of going through it. Let's see what we got here. Nope, no. I don't see. You guys have your own. I got to get better at looking at this shit, or at least bring my glasses.
I could read it here.
Okay, give me something.
Cocked fate. That's funny. Let's see. Good. Melissa Pacheco 9402. Melissa, I think Melissa deserves a hoodie from you, Corey. She wrote, "Love this real life, raw, honest advice. I feel like this podcast gets better and better after each live. Definitely deserves more views." I guess we read that, but like, yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you, Melissa Pacheco, and
Thank
I will
you.
work on getting you a hoodie as soon as I can here.
Yeah, we should get. Look, hey, we got to figure out how to get this there. Okay.
Okay. What else we got here?
Someone wrote 12:30 a.m. on East Coast of USA. Yeah, that is late. Do you guys think we should go at a different time? I mean, I would love to ask the chat that. Like, what time would you guys like us to be live? I think that's a good question. We're always asking that question as well. You know.
You guys got to remember, I'm from the West Coast. Jarris is from the East, so the time difference kind of gets us. And we're sitting. And
we want to do a show that like works for both coasts, and it's hard to do.
And we're in Tulum, Mexico, so it's.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Did we pause her? Oh. Are we still live? Should I redo it? We are, yeah.
Corbin, I see you on there, man. Yes, I remember you got there just in time to get to chill at the gag for a little bit.
Who's that?
Corbin is the guy with the greatest bad hair you've ever seen.
Really?
Yep.
Corey has Corbin, you said?
Corbin. I know him from Vegas.
I got another relationship question. I don't know if you want it.
Let's go. I got a couple more in me, man. I'm pretty much gonna have to get.
Okay, so Derek Corey is from Taylor, another Taylor. Derek Corey, my partner has decided that all our arguments have to be settled by rock, paper, scissors, best of 21. That's a lot. Last fight took 3 hours.
Go get back in your trunk, Taylor, because you sound like a gimp. If you call up your partner and they decide things like this and you actually do them, I don't know. You obviously like this on some level. That's weird.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
My partner decides that when we get in an argument, we have to kick a fucking soccer ball down the street. Whoever wins goes for it. Then no.
What time is it in Mexico where you are? We are an hour behind. Ladies and gentlemen, we are an hour behind New York City East Coast time. So local time here is 11:23. 11:23. Corey, I just want to let you know you have qualified for doing an hour and 20 minutes. Any last minute questions people have? Please ask.
Real quick, if you guys want to hit up Corbin Dallas over here, just so you know, this guy's a hedgehog and is a good dude.
What does that mean? He's a hedgehog.
It's like a tripod.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. The hair. What time is it at? 12:30 a.m. on East Coast, USA. Someone wrote, the late night live chat is less crowded and it seems a good slot for this type of show. Later, people. Good night. Someone wrote good night. That's nice of them.
Good night, guys. I'm out.
Are you out?
Yep, I'm done. Do me a favor, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm not going to go spray good head in my throat. I think I'm going to use peroxide or something else.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the show tonight. Please let us know in the comments what you guys like. I am producing the show, and I love to help Corey make the show be what it is going to be. So appreciate that, and good night, everyone. Say good night, Corey.